This is Muhammad Hamouda speaking. Today we are going to talk about definition of terminology. Actually, terminology has two different definitions. In this slide, the first definition is it is terms or system of terms used in a specific science. The second definition is the systematic study of terms. So from the definition, terminology means a systematic study of terms. It is related to terms. For example, these terms are related to a specific type of science. For example, certain terms related to biology. These terms are related to one science, which is biology. The combination of or the collection of these terms means terminology. So terminology Terminology is the study of terms. These terms should be related to one specific science, to a particular specific science. The collection of these terms that is related, that are related to one scientific study or to one branch of science, it is called terminology. So we have biological terminology, medical terminology, uh, English terminology, Arabic terminology, literary terminology. So literary terminology indicates that it includes terms or most of the terms or terms related to literature. For example, we have figures of speech, we have alliteration, and so on. All these terms are literary terms, and these literary terms related to literature. So the collection of these terms, literary terms, called literary terminology. The same is with medical medicine. All medicine terms, the collection of medicine terms, this collection is called medicine or medical terminology. So now uh, other definitions of terminology is special words or expressions used in relation to a particular subject or activity. So terminology means specific words, not necessary to be single words, but it may be or terminology or these terms may be expressions. These expressions related to one subject, a particular scientific study. The collection of these terms that is related to a specific science is called terminology. So terminology is viewed as a structured set of concepts and their labels in a particular subject field. These terms may be concepts related to a specific science, may be specialized knowledge, may be some technical terms or specific terms. For example, terminology refers to all scientific terms and expressions used in a specific register. For example, in endocrine system, all terms that is related to the endocrine system is called terminology. Hormones, cells, and so on and so forth. Now, scientific terminology. Now, let us talk about scientific terminology. Actually, scientific terms are not simple words. Why? Because they are specialized. They are related to specific subject. For example, these scientific terms may be if you ask anyone what is the meaning of automobile, actually, most of the students or most of people can't understand it because it is not a simple word. It is a complex word. Why? Because it is related to a specific science, which is literature. So, literary students or the students who are studying literature are familiar with this term and can understand it, but others can't. The same with medical terminology or medical terms. Medical terms also are complex. Why? Because only the ones who are specialized in medicine can understand this or these terms. So, generally, scientific terms are not easy and are difficult. Only the experts in this field can understand it easily or can understand it in general. Also, uh, William wrote every profession has its growing accental of jargon to fire at the layman and hurls him back from its walls. That means every scientific or every science has its related terms, specific terms that can be understood by the specialists in this field alone. Uh, Now, terminology is the study of terms. So, all the definitions of terminology is related to scientific study or the study of terms, concepts, specialized words, and that is related to a specific scientific field. Okay. Uh, Now, this is this is what's meant by terminology. Now, let us move to other thing and let me share this screen. What is okay? Okay. This fields of science. Now we have talked about scientific terminology in general, and scientific terminology in particular. Now let us talk about the fields of science. Then in next lectures we are going to talk about every field or scientific terms that can or that related to every field. Now, generally, fields of science are defined as widely recognized categories of specialized expertise within science. Now, let us talk about these. The definition is not necessary. What is necessary is the types or fields of science. The first one or the first field is formal sciences. Formal sciences related to knowledge that is concerned with formal systems. For example, every science that has a formal system is called or is related to the branch of formal sciences such as mathematics. Mathematics usually is related to formal systems. We have several systems in mathematics such as quantity, space, change, and so metrology. For example, science of measurements is called metrology. القياسات علم القياسات كلها، وبالتالي أي علم يشمل على أنظمة مختلفة بنسميه إحنا formal sciences. The second one is logic. The logic means the study of principles, reasoning. يعني دائما مرتبطة بالmind. It is related to mind and it can be understood in the context of reason and principles. The second field is natural sciences. Natural sciences, from its name, is related to natural fields. Nature is related to nature. For example, ecology, the study of environment, البيئة. Zoology, for example, the study of animals. علم الحيوانات عندنا. is related to biology. ecology علم البيئة. entomology scientific study of insects علم الحشرات. فكل هذه العلوم هذه عبارة عن natural sciences. ليش natural sciences? Because it is related to science, and it is natural sciences because it is related to nature. The second one is chemistry. طبعا ترجمة هذولا بونتاني علم النباتات، علم ايكولوجي علم البيئة، انتومولوجي علم الحشرات. عندنا كمان علم الأسماك. عندنا زيولوجي اللي هو علم الحيوانات. ناو كيمستري، يعني احنا عارفين انه الكيمستري عبارة عن طبيعة، تفاعلات طبيعية، تفاعلات كلها. The third one is physics, the study of matter and energy. It is related to the study of energy. طبعا تشمل robotics علم الروبوتات in general. optics علم vision, light and vision. mechanics علم الميكانيكا. astronomy علم الفضاء. aeronautics اللي هو علم البحار أو navigation بشكل عام. acoustics علم الساوند، علم الأصوات. acoustics علم الأصوات. وبالتالي ترجمتهم هذول كلهم natural sciences, especially physics or physical natural sciences. The third one is earth sciences. يعني أنا عندي natural sciences, biology, chemistry, physics and earth sciences. earth sciences علم الأرض. طبعا كل هذولا بيشملوا علوم الأرض. for example volcanology علم البراكين بشكل عام. seismology earthquakes علم الزلازل. petrology علم البترول، علم الصخور diamond rocks. paleontology fossils study the study of prehistoric life through fossils. uh, oceanography اللي هو علم المحيطات. mineralogy علم distribution and properties minerals كلها بشكل عام. hydrology عندي geology geography. كلهم هذول علوم earth scientific earth natural sciences. طيب نجي للنوع الثالث engineering and technology. It is related to engineering studies, and it is related to also technical and technological tools and devices. For example, uh, mechan- mechanical engineering الهندسة الميكانيكية. electrical engineering الهندسة الإلكترونية. now الفرع الرابع أو من الساينس اللي هو medical and health sciences العلوم الصحية والبيئية. for example anatomy علم التشريح، cardiology علم القلب، genetics الجينات، immunology اللي هو immune system اللي هو جهاز المناعة، medicine الطب بشكل عام أو علم الأدوية، نيوتريشن علم التغذية. يعني كل علم احنا طبعا بندرس هذه العلوم لسبب واحد، انه في المحاضرات القادمة ان شاء الله حناخد مصطلحات related to every type of or to every field of science. Uh, five, the fifth fields of science is agricultural sciences علوم مرتبطة بالزراعة. forestry اللي هي الغابات. عندنا أيضا علوم social sciences such as psychology and so on. عندنا أيضا humanities بشكل عام humanities العلوم الأدبية. عندنا أو الإنسانية، العلوم الإنسانية such as anthropology، علم الأنثروبولوجيا، cartography، the art of technique of making maps اللي هو الخرائط، geology and linguistics the study of language اللي هو علم اللغة linguistics طبعا. Now these are the fields or the general fields of science. These sciences, these fields of science are, we are going to study them one by one. Next lecture, we are going to talk about formal sciences in general, some related terms and terminology, or talking about terminology and the translation of these technical terms. يعني some terms, the translation of some technical terms related to formal sciences. Then natural sciences technical terms, the translation of technical terms that is related to natural sciences. Then related to engineering. In this course we are going to cover all of these issues, all of these fields. So I hope that you get some benefits. I want to remind you about our homework that every you are requested to form a terminology, a specific terminology. A specific terminology means to write some expressions and some concepts that is related to a scientific field, that are related to a scientific field. Then their definitions, or the definition of every term, this term, its definition, this term and its definition, that the third term and its definition. You can write up to 5 terms, and all of these terms should be related to a specific field. For example, all of these terms should be related, for example, to mathematics or to biology or to chemistry, or and so on. This is our, or linguistics. Even if you want to write a literary terminology or a linguistic terminology, it's okay. This is your homework. Thank you very much, and I hope you get a lot of benefits. Thank you.